The Mavs just came off a crazy finals run. The last time they made the finals was in 2011 when Dirk was there. So we know that they have a franchise player in Luka. And Luka is 100% the face of this team. But not only did Luka help go to the finals, it was many other pieces, such as Kyrie Irving, who they added. And they trusted him. Kyrie Irving, for the past couple of years, he had so many problems and issues that people didn't even want him. And it wasn't for basketball reasons. Next up, we had PJ Washington, who was on the Hornets. The Hornets were a terrible team for a long time. Same thing with Daniel Gafford. He was on the Wizards. They're a terrible team. But once they came to the Mavs, they were great pieces and they helped out and they went to the NBA Finals. So a large part of the Mavs' success is due to just how much the team got better and how they built around Luka and tried to hide his weaknesses and also enhance his strengths. Now, this roster was great up into the regular season, to the playoffs, and then to the finals. But the finals is where it started getting tricky at because the Boston Celtics exposed what the Mavs were missing. And that was consistent shooting. PJ Washington versus the OKC Thunder. He knocked down a lot of corner threes. They didn't trust PJ Washington to hit them, but he did. But they cannot rely on PJ to knock down threes for them. Derrick Jones Jr. as well. He wasn't a good three-point shooter. Now, Kyrie and Luka, they were really the only two best three-point shooters on this team. So adding Klay Thompson, I think it was a risk, but it's a big move, and they needed some shooting on their team. Now, yes, I already know what you guys are thinking. Oh, 0 for 10 in an elimination game. But no, this time Klay Thompson has way better teammates who are low-key in their prime still. And Klay Thompson last year, he shot 38% from the three-point line. We're talking about a guy who was part of the best backcourt of all time. Now, I'm not knocking Curry or anything. Curry is still elite, but the team that Klay Thompson is on now is just way better than the current Golden State Warriors. Even how good Curry is, that team was terrible. But this team with Luka, Kyrie, and many more pieces, they just came from the NBA Finals. They're ready and they want to compete for another championship. And Klay Thompson helping alongside these guys, I think it will definitely work. These three, they're going to be a problem, I'm telling you. Especially if they get back to the NBA Finals, it's going to be tricky to beat these three. But we'll have to wait and see what happens next season. I just think Klay Thompson playing with Luka and Kyrie is going to open up the floor so much for him. Klay Thompson on that team, he's going to be one of those players who average around 18 to 21 points. I could just see it. He's going to be open a lot of the times. Now, I'm not expecting him to come off screens and shoot like he previously did in his other years because he's playing with Kyrie and Luka. Those are two ISO guys. Those are two guys who put the ball on the floor and need the ball in their hands. So Klay Thompson, I wouldn't expect to be running off pin down screens and all that. But Klay Thompson, just as a catch and shooter, I think he can do it. We're talking about a guy who shot 38% from three last year, almost 40%. So we're all aware that Dallas is not a team to be slept on next season, even with the Klay Thompson signing. I know he shot over 10, everybody, I know. But Klay Thompson, he is still a good player, and he's what teams needed. And I think he was made for a moment like this. He's older in his career, and he's not the same player that he was. But now he's in a different role, and I think he's going to flourish in it. And I'm pretty sure there were other teams out there who probably wanted Klay Thompson. My guesses are the Bucks and OKC. I think they could have used a guy like Klay Thompson who could just shoot the lights out of the ball. Teams need a good shooter, and that's what Klay Thompson will be, especially playing with these young guys. And he's not going to be the main person on offense getting all the attention. So this is definitely great for the team or any team that Klay Thompson would have went to. Luka and Kyrie, after seeing how well they play off each other, I just have to say they're one of the top duos in the NBA. Now, I was one of the people who was saying Luka and Kyrie wouldn't work because both of these guys need the ball in their hands, but I was wrong. Kyrie Irving, he's such a great off-ball player, and I think I was underrating him for that. He is definitely a good off-ball player, and he could play in any system, honestly. So definitely the Dallas Mavericks next year, they will definitely be back in the NBA Finals or in the Western Conference Finals, but who knows? This team is going to be good next season. But if you guys like this video, make sure you guys like, comment, share, subscribe. Get this video to 6 likes, and I'll be dropping again. Thank you guys, and I'm out. Oh, and one more thing. If the Mavs play so good to the point where they don't never face elimination, hey, they won't have to worry about Klay Thompson in the elimination game. That's all I'm going to say. I'm out.